In this video, we are going to classify types of humans. Current day science has demonstrated that the key qualities of each individual can be found by just looking at his body, head, face, and hands. The most essential thing in the world to any individual is to understand himself, and the next is to understand the other fellow. Imagine yourself as a car. For life, the problem of running your own car as it was built to be run, plus getting along with the other drivers on the highway. After watching this video, you are going to learn which type of human you are. Also, you are going to learn how to analyze others and to get the maximum cooperation out of them. This cooperation is important to happiness and success. Come on, let's get into the video. Humans are classified into 5 main types. The first one is alimentive type, also known as the enjoyer. They look fat and bulky. The second one is the thoracic type, also known as the thriller. And the third one, the muscular type, also known as the worker. And the fourth one, osseous type, also known as the stayer. And the fifth one, and a very good thinker, the cerebral type, also known as the thinker. They are very much dangerous. Not dangerous, actually they are very sharp and they use more brain. So these are the 5 types of humans. In this playlist, we will see or look at the characteristics of each type one by one and understand them, and let us know the tricks how to mingle with them or get cooperation out of them. For each type, we will see their physical character, inner character, that is their characteristics, and we will learn how to handle or deal with them. Let us begin from the type 1 alimentive, known as the enjoyer. Alimentive type, also known as the enjoyer. To distinguish alimentive type from other type, we have to study and analyze their physical characteristics. So let us first see the physical characteristics of alimentive type. People belong to this type found to be round in every direction. Fat rolls away from their elbow, wrist, knees and shoulders. And soft flesh is thickly padded over small bone body. In men of this type, the large part of the body is around the abdomen. In women, it is around the hips. These always indicate a large nutritive system in good working condition. Fat is only surplus tissue, the amount manufactured by the body over and above the needs. And fat is more soft and spongy than bone or muscle. So these people are softer physically, that is bubbly. Since alimentive type people possess small bone, they have small feet and small hands. How many of you have noted with surprise that the 120 kg woman had tiny feet? Now let us look at the face and analyze them. So now we have learned how their body look and we have analyzed them. Next, let us look at their face and analyze them. Now let us look at the face and analyze them. These analyses will help you to distinguish this type of people from others. A full moon face with double or triple chin gives this type of people baby face. Nearly all fat men and women have not only shorter, rounder noses but also shorter lips, fuller mouths, rounder eyes, and more youthful expressions. In short, the features of childhood. Yes, they look like a children. Now, let us look at their hands and analyze them. They have round hands with dimples where the knuckles are supposed to be. Round fingers, round feet, round wrist, round limbs, sloping shoulders, curving thighs, and bulging calves, wrist, and ankles are the characteristics of alimentive people. You can easily distinguish this type of people from others because everything in their body are round. So you can easily distinguish this type of people from others. Next, let us look at their inner characteristics, that is their feeling, what they like, how their mindset will be. Inner characteristics is the analysis of their behavior. Fat people don't take anything too serious. That is, they follow take it easy policy. And they are brilliant conversationalists who tell stories well, especially personal experiences, but doesn't want to tell his troubles. That is, they don't share negative things. So, they do not engage in negative activities. So, next, they do not engage in arguments and almost they avoid arguments. If you have a fat friend, do not argue with them because he doesn't like it. The mindset of these people is always ready for food. If you want to make friends with fat people, then buy them food. They love eating. Fat people always like to enjoy. That's why they have yet another name, the enjoyer. The fat man loves comfort. For example, you might have seen most of the fat people wear loose clothes. That is loose clothes and take more space when they sit. So give them comfort. They need comfort. Next, let us now look at how to deal with these people socially and get maximum output out of them. If you want to get maximum output out of fat people, first feeding. That is, buy them foods because they love eating and they love enjoyment. Give him comfort. When fat people visit your home, give him comfortable chairs, the largest you have, because they want comfort. Because they need more space to sit. And don't drag him. When you're talking with a fat people, don't drag him into long discussions of any kind. This is the recipe of winning a fat man when you meet him socially. Because arguments, they do not like arguments. They like only to enjoy. And whatever you do, don't tell him your troubles. The fat man hates troubles and you make him ill at ease when you treat him with yours. Do not share troubles with them. These fat people doesn't like to hear your troubles and they doesn't like to tell their troubles. They don't like troubles. And the next thing is, don't give him hard manual tasks. They do not want to work hard. They want smart work. They do smart work and they want smart works. And when you walk with them, do not walk a long distance if it is not necessary. Just take the people to a small walk but not a longer walk, because these people get tired easily. If they want to go home, let him go home early. if he starts, he enjoys sleeping and doesn't like to interfere with. When you're talking or when you're making a conversation with him, make your conversation with a fat man with these topics. That is the topic that deals with concrete personal things and events. The best topic is talking about places to eat and the best shows of the week, movies and other safe subjects like the places you like or the places they like or whatever the enjoyment category topics are most liked by fat peoples. So it is better safe to talk about this topic when you talk with fat people, and the important thing is do not argue with them, because these fat people doesn't like to argue with anything. If you argue, then they start disliking you, and sometimes they feel awkward when arguing. So these are the tricks or tips to deal with fat people. Next, in the next video, let us look at the other types and let us learn how to deal with those types.